Hey everyone, welcome to the Clydesdale Fitness and Friends. My name is Scott Switzer. I'm your host. I am the Clydesdale. We love to do fitness. And these are my friends. And we got the whole crew tonight.
Woo!
Yeah, buddy.
So first, special shout out to RX Mark here, our title sponsor. Best jump rope in the business. Probably see a lot of those this weekend at the different semifinals in action. If you want to get yours, just like the pro athletes have, you can get yours for 15% off by using the code Clydesdale15 at checkout. Just can't use it on new releases or special editions.
Yep, that drag rope, Torian Pro, they're using it.
We are 6 subscribers away from giving away an RX Smart Gear jump rope. 6 people.
It's going to happen.
Tell your friends, tell your family, just so you have a shot to win a brand new RX Smart Gear jump rope. You just have to subscribe to our YouTube channel, have a public profile, and you're in the drawing for a brand new RX Smart Gear jump rope.
You know what else I bet a lot of people will be using this weekend, not necessarily at the semifinals, but at their own gyms, are some gymnastics wraps for Murph.
This is true.
That is true.
Which
You know what
can
else
get
they're
at
probably
RX
going to use?
Hmm.
Protein bars.
Yeah.
Yes.
Keep themselves sustained through the weekend.
And
You can get really good tasting ones.
I think we heard that the new flavors are back, correct?
They are.
Caramel cashew,
Caramel cashew is back.
white chocolate almond, back,
Salty peanut.
back.
Crunchy fudge.
Or crispy fudge, as I like to call it. I make up names of flavors now.
And you can get 10% off those protein bars by using Clydesdale 10 at shop.bearbells.com.
Yep.
So yeah,
I'm
check
packing
that
a whole
out.
bunch of those, in my, what's it called? The bag that you take on the airplane. Your carry-on. Yes, that one.
Do you ever like get freaked out that TSA is going to look in your bag and what's that powder?
I
'Cause you know
get
your
stopped every time. Do you know that?
Yeah.
They come and take their little wand and test my powder every time.
When I used to travel with a Compex, that looks like a bomb apparently with all the wires and the attachments. And every time I travel with the Compex, I get stopped and searched.
Yeah, blender bottles did it for me for a while, the steel ball.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't have to fly tomorrow, so that's good for me. I may have to run to Amy's real quick after this podcast to get my cooler.
Oh, okay.
How less stressful is it to drive than fly? I mean, especially when you're doing an event like this where you can sort of just load up the car with a bunch of extra stuff that you may or may not need. I love that feeling. And for me, who I'm flying and I don't want to check a bag, I'm freaking out.
Well, tell people where it is that you're going.
Well, to the MACC, of course. Knoxville, Tennessee. Can't wait.
So yeah, I wish there was someone going with me so I didn't do the 5.5 hours alone.
Yeah.
Like 4 hours is good. Like I can deal with that a little alone time, but then I get a little
Mhm.
and I want some attention.
That's funny.
But at least I'm leaving early in the morning, so there's that.
That's cool. I'm annoyed at a couple things. Let's talk about what I'm annoyed at. Hair care products that you can't really fly with. You'll have to like go to the nearest Publix and get, the potion for the curls and whatever else I need. And what else were we just talking about? Oh, no washer and dryer in our Airbnb. What's up with that? Who has a house without a washer dryer? I was so looking forward to literally bringing like 2 pairs of pants, 2 shirts. I would wear them and wash them the entire weekend during the event because no one's looking at me. But oh man, now I have to bring like extra stuff. I think I might have to check a bag. I really don't want to, but
Yeah, I
might have to.
with all the camera equipment and stuff we're taking now, like I'm gonna have to check a bag when I go to Granite and West Coast.
Yeah, but you're not going to check your camera stuff, right? You'll hold on to that, or what? How does that
So
work?
it's weird. So when I go to Granite, there's no overhead storage for your carry-on on the first plane. And I got to fly to Orlando to get to Minneapolis.
That's ridiculous. That is so stupid.
So it's like an all day. I'm going to be flying longer than I'm driving to Knoxville.
Wow. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do. So let's talk about this. If I do check a bag, do I bury the camera stuff in the checked bag along with my shampoo and then just bring my laptop on the carry-on? Just afraid like it's going to get
Yeah.
lost.
Yeah.
See, I think like the peripheral equipment you could put in your check bag and just put the camera in your carry-on.
We should ask like some professional actual.
We might see some this weekend.
Yeah. Once you get some good tips this weekend.
We'll be experts by Sunday, hopefully.
So speaking of attention, I feel like I need to draw some attention to two things. Number one, Charlie has been doing his power abs, and I have documentation.
That's right.
Saw a video.
Mm-hmm.
Midway through week 2.
No.
I have 1.5 ab. So 2 weeks I should have 3, since it's 6 at the end.
I heard you're looking pretty jacked too.
That's all smoke and mirrors.
Well, listen, I do have a funny story about him looking jacked.
Don't talk about me and my sweetheart.
So, well, as you know, if you follow me on social media, my Schmoopie graduated and we had his celebration this weekend. Charlie's second child also graduated last night, right?
Last night.
Yeah. So
6'1", I don't know how.
Seriously.
Awesome.
So we had a graduation party over the weekend and I had some family here, friends, and my aunt, who is, let's just say where I get a lot of my humor and inappropriateness from, came up to me and she said, "Who's that guy over there?" And I said, "Oh, that's my friend Charlie." And she said, "Well, I want to feel his biceps." So I said, "Well, come with me. You won't mind. Let's go tell him."
That's right.
So I did. And then my dad, who knows Charlie, sees him again and just grabs Charlie's biceps and is like, "Man, Charlie."
Listen, they all bought tickets
to his gun show. So I mean,
to the gun
Charlie
show.
was feeling pretty good at.
Well, I have not seen you since in 3 dimensions since last year's Murph.
Yeah.
Which didn't go well.
That disaster of a
And dude, you are legit jacked.
Those legs too. Woo.
I didn't even notice the legs. The shadow from your biceps were.
Yeah. Those chickens don't need to be seen.
Hey, speaking of Murph, what's everybody's plan? We won't talk again until, next week. So what's your plan, Amy, Charlie?
I think I'm going to do it Saturday morning.
Strategy, straight through, vest?
Vest.
With a vest?
I think I'm wearing a vest. That's the plan.
Okay.
I'm going to do Cindy. So,
Okay.
yeah.
I am wearing a vest and I am going unpartitioned.
So
we haven't learned anything.
I can't wait to review this. Afterwards.
It'll be fine. Everything's just going to be fine.
So next week it's going to be, see what had happened was.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
So
I have no time goals.
Let's ask him what
Just
had
complete
happened
it.
doing the CrossFit Partner Up Throwdown workout last Saturday.
Oh, yeah, let's hear that.
I didn't do it.
What
Well, yes,
had
I
happened?
did.
Yeah.
Oh, we locked up. It's fine. It's locked. You do deadlifts and then you run. You lock up. It's fine.
Oh, you're back.
Yeah.
That's all. But see, that was on day 4 of Power Abs. Now that I'm on day 7, the back's all good. Core's good. We're good. Thanks, Carrie. I know you're listening.
So we're going to review what happens after.
Okay. Well, Scott and I are debating what we're going to do because we're using.
Scott was really not debating at all.
Well,
but Kat was making me debate.
I was thinking we should do something Monday. So here's the deal. We're going to try to work out Friday and Monday because Saturday, Sunday, we have like relatively early starts. Friday, we do not. Monday, there's nothing to do except leave to go home.
Mhm.
So I figured if we work out Monday, we're probably going to end up dropping in somewhere. And if we do, Murph is going to happen in some way, shape, or form. So, Scott informed me that he's like little Mr. Ring Row, which is fine, and I will probably do my normal half unvested Murph that I enjoy doing. 800-meter run is about as much running as I ever want to do. And we'll see what happens. But if it's okay if we don't do Murph, but I do want us to make sure that at least 2 of the days out of those 4 days that we're gone, that we do something active and not running around the floor at the competition.
So it's not that I'm objecting to working out. I want to work out. Murph to me seems like that, and then a 5.5 hour car ride are not a good mix for me.
What if you guys did a partner Murph together?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we could absolutely figure something out that would be reasonable. I mean, I'm going to be on an airplane for a couple hours too. Like, we're both going to be in the similar situation, so it'll be fine.
And the other attention I wanted to draw was to you, Clydesdale, for your what kind of pound loss?
51.2.
51.2.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see you in person, because I haven't seen you since Labor Day?
Yeah.
Or before Labor Day, actually. Late August was the last time I saw you in person. So
yeah, I looked, we had those pictures taken there, and man, they're bad.
I hate them. Yeah. No offense to the photographer. It's more the models than
yeah, I like the way I look now way better than I did then.
Maybe we'll get new pictures.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Now I'm missing my facial hair.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So what's that?
Are you gonna grow it back?
That's a problem you can solve.
Was that a spousal request that you shave? No? Okay.
No, just got tired of it.
Okay.
But my face looks completely different without, I feel like I look way younger because it gets rid of a lot of white and gray hair. A lot. But yeah, just did it.
Love it. Well, my son, was on that shaving ban for the baseball season. And now that his baseball season is over, I asked him last night at dinner, I said, so are you going to shave the beard? And he said, I'm not shaving it. So it's here to stay. Grizzly Adams. I told him, I said, if you do shave it, please do it before the summer starts, because if you do it in July, you're going to have a very white face underneath with his suntan.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
yeah,
I guess it looks like it's staying.
So, it's been a rough week for working out for me. This new gig that we've taken on.
What's that?
Has taken up a lot of time.
Yeah,
a lot.
Dude, you were doing so much. I mean, can we be honest? If we're talking percentage wise, who's doing the work? It's Scott 95, Cat 5 right now, pretty much.
I don't know about that, but yeah, it has just been nonstop. And when they want you to go on something, it's go. It's very different than working for the state. But yeah, it's been crazy.
For that, and then we'll go get it approved, and then we'll submit the paperwork. You'll go back. Yeah, it's very fast paced, and I think I can't speak for you, but I know for me, it's just I'm hesitant because I'm not super confident in what we're doing, so it's hard to just jump and go. You want to sort of pull back and be like, okay, let me think about it, and what do I want to say, and how do I want to approach it? So I think we just need to get more reps under our belt, and as we do, it'll
feel more organic,
less overwhelming.
Yeah. So I missed a couple workouts this week. I did some biking in the garage. It just doesn't have the intensity that working out in a gym does. But we had a meeting at noon. That's when I work out. Then today we had a recording at 1:00. It's just been crazy scheduling stuff. And then trying to get everything ready for the trip. But I'm actually excited to work out when we get down there.
Yeah, that'll be fun. No distractions, relatively speaking.
No distractions.
No, like, like here we are, we're here surrounded by all these fit people. Like, what else would you do but go work out?
When, like, just so the listeners know, the MACC doesn't even start until 5 p.m. on Friday.
Wow.
So like we're there all morning. What else are we going to do?
Yeah.
Got to
Yeah.
work out.
Gotta work out.
Go have pancakes somewhere.
Maybe you can find the Buttery Bros there.
I'm sure they will
Yeah,
be.
I'm sure. Well, their
Speaking of
newest,
which.
their newest endorsed, or their newest athlete for podium is going to be competing.
Yeah, I feel like I called that a long time ago.
Yeah, Matt was a little too excited, and not excited, but you could tell he was putting his money on that horse early.
Yeah.
Which also makes me feel like I'm changing my prediction for this weekend, and then I'm going with Justin. If I hadn't already gone with Justin, I may have predicted him to begin with, but 100%, he's my pick.
It's a good pick.
I think Matt knows something we don't know.
but
you know,
okay.
What'd you say, Scott?
Not my pick, but okay.
Well, what's your pick?
Travis Mayer.
Hmm.
He's on a roll.
What's our Instagram pick say?
So it's actually a tie between Medeiros and Panchek.
Yeah, he's going to definitely be a fan favorite for sure.
Yeah. On the women's side, it was unanimous. So who do you have? Any shocking?
And now that I've seen the workouts, I like Amanda Barnhart.
So I picked Amanda on the bottom line.
Yep.
I'll stick with that. But in all seriousness, like Tia just doesn't have any holes.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to go against her.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see how Brooke Wells is going to do in her, with having a long stint of new environment training under her belt. I mean, she started kind of before the CrossFit Games, but this has been like, proven. She's been with it for a while now. So
See what you did there.
Yeah, curious to see. And I'm really excited to see Max Elhash, because he's a cool dude. I like him.
Yeah.
And presumably he will be there. So.
And then the big surprise to me was that 25% of our listeners said that someone could give Mayhem a run.
Oh yeah? Did they say who?
They did not.
Well, empty
It's
threat.
make believe.
Right. I mean, can we talk about Taylor Williamson and her?
Oh my gosh.
What she's won 3 of the 4 Rogue challenges that have ever been in existence. 5 of the 4.
3. She's won 3 of 5.
Which other one did she not win?
The hang and the pump and row.
Oh yeah. Who won that? I feel like
Don't
someone
even know.
Oh, okay. But yeah, she did that crazy complex, right? Is
Yep.
there anything she can't do?
I actually messaged her and said, so when is Rogue inducting you into the Rogue Challenge Hall of Fame?
Right? They should just start handing her, her medals.
I mean, it's crazy.
They should at least sign her as a Rogue athlete.
Yeah, right.
Like, what the hell?
So true. It's crazy. She's so strong. It's going to be cool to see them on the floor together. It's the first time. It's going to be their debut, their competitive debut. And I mean, we've all been talking about how it's kind of like a dream team in terms of getting the 2 best girls out there together on a team with Rich. It's like, how can you go wrong? And it's going to be a good opportunity for Chase to sort of prove himself, because a lot of people have been just kind of like, who's this guy? And, I know he's been hanging around Mayhem, but he doesn't have, a whole lot to hang his hat on just yet, but it's going to be interesting to see.
And speaking of the other Andrea Nisler, I don't know if you saw her, she was doing squats and Kelly Starrett was coaching her on her stance and correcting it because she wasn't really balanced in her catch.
Mm-hmm.
So, take one of the fittest women in the world and improve her lifting ability.
Just make it a
Right.
little better.
Because that's what Mayhem needs
Right.
is Andrea to be able to lift more.
Whew.
Unreal. It's going to be entertaining.
So dark horses. There were a lot of people that were thrown out as dark horses in the poll. There were 3 on the men's side.
Okay.
Jason Hopper, Max Cutler. Wonder who threw that out. And Connor Duddy.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the women's side, Emma Chapman, Kelly Clark, Christine
Brander. Mm-hmm.
Meg O'Donnell, and someone threw Fee Sagafi. I'm not sure she's really a dark horse.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider her a dark horse.
Unless they're picking her to win or podium.
Yeah.
But she's really been improving a lot over the last couple of years. And she just hasn't had the vehicle to show what she's done with COVID.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Max. My buddy Max owns an affiliate here in Delaware, and he was at the Fittest Experience in Austin, and he, I think, was in like 2nd or 3rd place going into the last event. And the last event was that shit show of an event that was like legless rope climbs and these crazy ass heavy dumbbell cleans maybe, and like a front rack kettlebell lunge something or other, and it was the legless rope climbs that got him. So he's totally fired up for this because the last event at MACC is a legless rope climb, dumbbell snatch, heavy dumbbell snatch workout. So I'm really excited. I mean, it's almost like a repeat of the Fittest in terms of he's going to do really well on everything else, and then it's going to be up to that last workout to see if he can hold on. So I'm super excited for him.
And then we asked what people were most excited about. And what we got was just happy that we have live competition again.
Yes.
That was most of them. And then we actually had someone say volunteering and getting to hang out with people again.
Yeah.
So those were the results of that poll for the MACC this weekend. And you said you guys have Amanda. The ladies have Amanda. Charlie, who do you have on the women's side, Tia?
Yeah. I mean, let's not overthink this thing.
And then who do you have on the men's side?
Oh, Trevor for sure.
Travis.
Yep.
That's our boy.
Yeah.
Because Trevor's coming out and he's going to win it.
All right, man.
We should have bought those Trevor shirts back then. Probably can't find them anymore.
The Trevor shirts. I'm kind of, it's going to be weird to see some of these big names, like knowing that they're not shoo-ins for the games. You know, top 5. I mean, if you're in, I think, I don't forget how many are going to go to the last chance qualifier, maybe 3. So like the person that gets like 9th place, depending on how things shake out, could be a games athlete, right? And not go. It's just going to be interesting to see how things shake out.
Well, speaking of that, I think that is really going to happen in Oceania. They only get 3 spots, and there are way more than 3 big names.
Yep.
So if we go to the poll that I put out, the unanimous winner on the men's side was Colin Porter.
Wow. How did that happen?
I don't know. Must be like all of our fans listen to Amy.
Yeah.
How many of those submitted were mine?
1.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah. So that is on the men's side, but you have Braden Brown. You have, why can't I think of his James Newberry. You have Jay Crouch. You have Brandon Swan, who we just had on the show this week. Zeke Grove. Yeah. And Royce Dunn, Mayhem athlete.
Did Royce just have a baby?
Yes.
I feel like he just had a baby. Okay. To me, that's going to be his only sort of downside if he's not sleeping well. Could be a problem.
So, and only 3 of those are making it.
Yeah.
Newberry's winning.
I actually picked Newberry today.
Really?
I don't know if you,
See, I think he's, I mean, love the guy. He's awesome, but I just think coming off of too many injuries,
I agree.
and he's bobsledding. Like he's got other stuff going on.
he's always had other stuff going on.
Listen, Con drinks beer all day. What are you going to do?
No,
Yeah.
Con does not drink beer all day anymore.
Yeah.
Con's been
Listen
off
to
the box.
Bottom Line tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Mm.
Con's
Mm. Little teaser. Little teaser,
Little
eh?
teaser.
Okay.
And then for the women, it was a unanimous decision as well.
landslide.
And Amy didn't even vote for her favorite. But it's Cara Saunders.
Jamie Green's her favorite.
Yeah, Jamie.
Yeah, but Jamie Green's hurt.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Cara was OG favorite.
Yeah, that's true.
No, yeah.
Yeah, it's true. And her little Scotty just turned 2.
I know, that baby's so cute.
Mhm.
Baby.
Yeah, it's not
It's
baby.
bigger than me.
I saw her benching.
Yeah.
So yeah, Cara Saunders, Maddie Sturt, I think has a strong possibility of getting in. It's hard for me to remember which one's which in Australia. But I know that like Jess Coughlin is there and
Boone.
Alethea Boone.
Jeez.
And she's in on the Masters.
Yeah, I was going to say that. She's
She's an OG. We didn't talk about Becca Voigt at all.
We did not.
She's going to be at MACC this weekend.
Jeez.
And she has been to the games pretty much since the game started.
Yeah.
Yeah, I messaged her and said she had to bring me a good pretzel.
There you go. Of course she did.
Where's Holty going?
She'll be at
One of the European ones.
No.
Is that one online?
yeah.
Both of them
Oh,
are
both of them.
online.
Okay.
The only other live one is, the only other 2 live ones are Granite Games and West Coast Classic, right?
Fittest in Cape Town is live.
Are you sure? I heard
Yep.
that one was going online.
They've been announcing the events.
Oh, good. Okay. Good stuff.
I didn't get a single response for team.
Because nobody knows.
No idea.
Yeah. That has been the biggest complaint, I think, that a lot of us have had because nobody knows who the people are on the team. It's hard to root for a team.
Yeah.
And even know
6'4" Army is the favorite. I think some people call them 64 Army, but I think it's 6'4" Army is the name of that team. And then you've got Kate Gordon, friend of the show. Is she on the Reebok Frankston team? I think she is.
I know she has always been with Rob Forte's team.
Yeah.
And that is his team, but I don't know for sure. Haven't seen the lineup.
I think she's going to compete too. So we'll cheer her on.
But we did get some dark horses.
Okay, let's hear
Courtney Haley,
Okay.
Alethea Boone, Jess Coughlin, and Zeke Grove.
Yeah, Nick's got a good shot.
them. Yeah.
So both of those are going on this weekend. Torian Pro actually kicks off tomorrow afternoon.
Woo!
So you can actually get your stream on and check that out on the CrossFit games page or YouTube or Facebook.
Yep.
It will be on all those vehicles. And they are so far ahead of us, we get to start them a day early.
Yeah, you can pretty much watch constantly all weekend.
Yeah, I think it goes till 1 a.m.
And then
Tomorrow
you go to
night?
sleep, and then you wake up and you get to see MACC. gonna be
No,
awesome.
because Mac's not starting till 5.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's
It'll
weird
start
though. But
The
anyway,
same time as the Australian one, as the Torian Pro.
so guys got anything else to talk about?
When's your Schmoopie graduating, Kat?
He graduates June 5th,
Okay.
next Saturday.
So baseball's done.
Baseball is so so his team is finished. My daughter's boyfriend's team is still in the playoffs. They have semifinals tomorrow. There's 4 teams left. So if they win tomorrow, they'll play in the finals on Saturday. Never, ever did I think that we would be rooting for his team because his team is a big rival of our team. But I'm glad they're just not facing each other in the finals because that would have been terrible. And he's a junior and he's doing really great and we're just really happy for him. So, I mean, even my son was at his quarterfinal game yesterday watching. So, we're just a baseball family. We love the game and it's going to be awesome. And there's a couple opportunities for Braden to play in some like all-star games for high school coming up. There's like a blue gold game, sort of like a blue gold football that they do for, I think it's like with Special Olympics. So he's going to play in that and, summer ball will be right around the corner. So he's lucky that he still gets to play. Some of the kids who, when they lost on Saturday, it was their last game ever, probably, so lots of tears and lots of emotions, but it's all good.
Yeah. It's been.
Eliana goes to prom next Friday night, which is very exciting too.
Yeah.
And she turned 16 in like a week. So lots going on.
Yes, lots.
And Natalie's done with lacrosse?
Yep, lacrosse, they had their quarterfinals last night and we traveled a couple hours away. Now we had played this team before and had lost like by 16 points. So we knew it would probably be because they're the number 1 seed. But we actually played very well. So even though we still lost by, I think 10 points, it was still like, they really played well and they played a great game. And so that was nice. So
that's good. And she's got a couple more years.
Yeah, she's got 2 more years of varsity play. So
that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, my whole week has just been working. We are going to do a kind of a fun thing. We're going to try it. And Kat and I are going to do like a behind the scenes of our traveling to the different events and kind of put it together after we're done.
Yeah, like a vlog of us.
Yeah.
Not like athlete behind the scenes, but like us behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Should be riveting, I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure like I'm a klutz. Something stupid's going to happen. And hopefully we just catch it on camera.
Right. And apparently I'll be at the laundromat. So yeah, great footage.
We got such a great deal on this Airbnb. And now she's complaining about no damn washer.
Well, now you know next time to make sure to ask first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do the Airbnb. It was our friend. And so, yeah.
Next time. Mm-hmm. All right. So questions?
Let's do it.
Sure. They're brought to you by Up Before You Coffee.
Had some this morning.
Nice, smooth roast. You can get it for 20% off with Clydesdale 20 at upbeforeyou.com. They have light and medium roast. So go ahead and check those out and get a good discount while you're doing it.
Love it.
So I'm going to turn it over to Kat because I don't even remember what the questions are.
Oh man, you are.
I got them.
Oh, goody.
Would you rather run 100 miles per hour or fly 10 miles per hour? Scott.
I would rather run 100 miles an hour.
Personally, I'd rather fly. I feel like 100 miles an hour, you are definitely getting some road rash and some chafing that will not feel good. I don't want to do that. I'm flying.
Wow, you overthought that. I've never been a fast runner in my life. I just wanted to be fast.
That's dangerously fast.
Yes, but if you ran, I'm 100 miles an hour. You could get anywhere quicker than you're going to be flying slowly.
Yeah, but what a cool feeling it is to fly. Haven't you ever had a dream where you think you're flying and you wake up and you're like, that was so cool?
I think running at 100 miles an hour feels like you're flying.
You're probably not touching the ground.
Have you watched The Flash?
No.
Of course not.
I'd be okay running 10 miles an hour.
Yeah.
If I could run 10 miles an hour, that would be great.
Hell, I'd be good with 3.
All right. Yeah, I'm going with 100 miles an hour too. And it's sort of a segue probably into the next question as to why I would rather run 100 miles an hour than fly 10 miles an hour.
Which our next question is, what is your worst personality trait? It's such a negative question.
I know, right? So for me, it's patience. I have zero patience. And so that's why I would need to run 100 miles an hour. I have actually, this was a hard one to answer because I probably have like 10 answers because I have plenty of bad personality traits in my opinion.
Yeah.
I like to interrupt people a lot. I'm always right. And I'm very impatient. Those are my top 3. So I figure we'll just throw those out there.
Awesome. Well, my worst personality trait, I'll go ahead and go. I can be a little bit of a control freak. Just a teeny tiny. It is something I've worked on my entire life. My whole family is that way. And I didn't want to be this bad, but it is really hard to get rid of. But I'm working at it every day.
Mine is that I worry way too much about what other people think about me, like to where I will overthink it, and it will infiltrate my brain and not allow me to move through stuff sometimes. So I would say my mind is my biggest personality fault. Okay, there you go.
I would say mine is I have too much charisma, I think. That's what the doctor told me, at least. So, I work on it. I try not to let it come out as much, but it's just one of those things. It's just one of those things you got to try to dial back every now and then.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Charlie, you got it. You're doing a good job of working on that.
Hey, thanks.
You're welcome.
Well, those are our questions, I think. And so next week's guest is going to be USA team bobsledder, Kelsey Keel.
Woo!
I'm very pumped about this one. Very pumped.
Somebody got a new favorite.
Yeah, boy. Because she came on my podcast and Stacy Tofar has still ghosted me. So, bye, Stacy. Kelsey is my new CrossFit crush. Well, my new bobsled crush. Or whatever she wants to do crush.
Yeah, just crush.
You're going to make James Newberry mad saying that.
So it's a great conversation. She just opens up about a lot of things, and it was just very like talking to a friend. And
Oliver?
We did meet Oliver.
Okay, good.
Oliver Squishy Face. He makes an appearance on the podcast.
Okay.
And it's just awesome. Her mom comes in to the apartment as we're talking, and she has to like tell her, I'm on a podcast. But it got to a point where we were just like shooting the breeze, and I'm like, well, we're 45 minutes in and I haven't talked to you at all about bobsled. It's just like, oh shoot. And so we hit it like really quick and then the rapid fire and called it a day. But there's so much more in my notes that I want to have her back. Of course.
We always do. All our favorites.
But that'll be out Monday when you wake up. Because now we release them in the middle of the night.
Listen to it while you're doing your mile run.
Yeah, listen to it doing Murph. So now it's best thing from the internet.
I'm ready.
Then you go.
Then go.
Okay. So this is from Chalk Llamas. And so I am a morning coach. And so when I'm there, I have to bring the energy because people are there to work out at 5 or 6 and they can't come in and have some dud, there to coach. So, but this made me laugh because there's the Chalk Llama today. It was when you are a partner with a morning person for the 6 a.m. workout and it's 2 dogs and there's one dog just standing there, like not moving. And the other one's just spinning circles around and around and around. And yeah, that's kind of how I am in the mornings when I'm at the gym.
It is so annoying.
And it's not kind of. He is that way.
It is that way. But here's the deal, guys. You would not be motivated to work out if you had somebody that was like, Okay, just pick up your barbells. Let's go. You wouldn't. I gotta bring the energy. I gotta bring it up.
True. All right. So I don't want to end with mine because mine's kind of like the worst thing I saw on the internet, and I don't want to bring us down, but I want to talk about this just for 1 second. So I saw a post that Penn State is considering changing the names of their classes from freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior to something else because freshman is masculine and junior and senior are typically masculine titles for older and younger men. And they're going with first year, second year, third year, fourth year students. What?
It sounds like something Penn State would do.
How do we feel about
I
this?
knew that was coming. I
I'm
knew that
not
was
a Penn
coming.
State fan by any stretch of the imagination. I actually hate Penn State, so let the comments come for lots of reasons. But
I got your back.
what the heck? What the heck? I mean, I'm a woman. I think I'm somewhat evolved. Never once did I think that those terms had some kind of negative connotation or exclusionary connotation. Nothing.
I feel ganged up on.
But, well, I was going to say, I don't think there's anything wrong. And I think it's also just as accurate to say first, second, third, and fourth year.
Agreed. But to make a big deal about we're not using it anymore because it's this. I'm just tired of it. I don't
You're
know.
just trying to distract from being terrible at football.
I think here's what the thing is. We need to be aware that there are changes coming in the world, that people are being more, we want to be more inclusive. That's been our goal, right? With a lot of our conversations and a lot of things, I think just we've talked about it within the CrossFit community and within the whole global community, that these are conversations that are happening. So I think we have to look at it. I understand what you're saying, Kat, but I think we also have to look at this with appreciation too, that, hey, we're looking at things and we're trying to be better. So I'm going to assume positive intent and look at it that we're just trying to make positive, inclusive changes.
I think it's silly, but I hear what you're saying, Amy. I just think the pendulum has swung too far to one side.
Yeah.
Human rights is an issue, and of all different kinds in this country, and we need to do something about it. I don't see where this gets us there. I think the pendulum has just swung too far, but first year, second year, third year doesn't really bother me. So right. I'm not going to lose sleep over it, but it does seem a bit silly.
Yeah. Sorry. I didn't mean to get into anything weird.
No, I don't mind talking about this stuff.
For whatever reason, I saw it and I literally put it in my notes on my Apple phone, because I was like, I have to remember to talk about this in the podcast. I didn't have a favorite thing from the internet, so that's default came to mind.
I'm sure Scott has 3 he could pass.
Yeah, we're good.
You have anything, Charlie?
Well, I don't know if mine is a good or a bad thing, but so Noah Olsen has kidney stones. And his reasoning in his video for how he got these.
Spinach?
Nope.
Okay.
Too much protein?
He decided at a party he was going to try and do the worm. And apparently went down a little harder than he needed to on his freshman part. We're back to your last story.
His first year part.
His first year parts, and he got himself a kidney stone.
Wow.
He's out of commission there for a few minutes. So
the stone was actually so big he couldn't pass it, so they actually had to surgically go in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him telling the story, basically it being from doing the kick worm.
Interesting. I mean, perhaps that is what dislodged it and made it like
There you
move
go.
through.
I'm sure that's not why, unless he's
I don't-
really, really bad at the kick one.
I can't see that creating one. You know what? We have to talk to Marilyn Hopkins about this. She's a urologist. She
There we
would know.
go.
I say we get her on the phone. We'll get
We
this
could.
weekend.
Mhm.
Speaking of the worm,
That's
just
like not even gonna talk
this
about
is
it. Just
we're
moving
off
on.
the tracks a little bit. Is there was a girl on TikTok. She said she comes on and she goes, "It's 4:00 in the morning. I couldn't sleep. I'm high and I'm overweight. But guess what I can still do?" And she does the worm across the floor and like all different angles, all different ways.
That's
She goes,
fantastic.
"Yes, the worm."
That's fantastic.
That might
It
be my
was-
favorite
It
thing
made
from
me
the
laugh so hard.
whole-
Speaking of the worm, just to bring that around a little bit. And maybe that'll be my best thing for the internet because I really don't have anything. I haven't been
not
able to
bad.
watch diddly poop this week. But yeah. Yeah, I haven't watched anything.
Yeah.
We'll take that.
I feel so out of it.
Well, you better get in it because you're about to be at the MACC.
Well, I'm in all of that. I just none of my recreational stuff is happening right now.
Yeah.
So with that, we are done for tonight. Kat and I are traveling tomorrow. Maybe we'll post some stuff on our social media. Maybe we'll throw some stuff up. Maybe we'll call these two and find out what's going on. Who knows? We're going to try to get interviews. We're going to try to do some stuff there. We're going to get some video footage of
I'll
the
tell you
event.
what, I'm going to send you guys some video footage of Charlie doing Murph.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, because we did it last year. We have video of the crumble,
Yes.
and I want to see the unpartitioned crumble.
Not gonna see it
It's gonna be great.
in my prime.
Hey, speaking of, I'm going to tell a funny story real quick. It can be everybody's best thing. We'll make it be on the internet.
There we
So,
go.
We had drive-through graduation, which was fine. I actually loved it. I loved graduation. I didn't think I would, and I loved it. And so right after Nate got his diploma, like he crossed the stage and then he goes and he shakes the superintendent's hand. And I had confetti cannons and I started shooting off the confetti cannons when he shook the superintendent's hand. And I thought it was hilarious. Because that's what we would do for football games. Every time they get a touchdown, we would shoot off a confetti cannon.
So what was drive-through about it? I don't understand the drive-through part.
So it was kind of like a parade. So like everybody was in their car. All right. So we were in the cars and then we stopped at one point and the students could get out. Like when their turn came up, they got out, they could take a picture with like one of their favorite teachers. And then they would just progress towards the stage where we're driving as they're walking. And then we get to pause when they walk across the stage, take a picture while we're in our car and go on.
So did you do the confetti thing from the car?
Yep, sure did. I had, we were in a van and they were open and he got the thing and I just went, pew.
That's funny. I saw the video. It looked like you were just like standing in the field or something. That's why I was so confused. I'm like, I thought this was like a drive-through thing.
Yeah, it was in the cars, just shooting confetti cannons at the superintendent.
It's like
All right.
Yeah.
Congratulations to Schmoopie.
Thank you.
And
To
well, on that
Tyler.
note,
Oh, we're done.
Okay.
we'll see you next time on the Clydesdale Fitness and Friends.
Bye.
See ya.